Yes. Yeah. Okay, are we working now? Twitch? Are we working now? Everything alright now? Holy. Okay. Let me see if on the YouTube side it's working. Because I'm having some issues on the YouTube side as well to see the preview. Static. Okay. Give me a second. Is it still there? Let me see. Oh. That's sort of static. Okay, I see. No, that's static is... yeah. That's what the filter can't catch at the moment. But yeah, for some reason on the YouTube side, I can see a preview. Oh, because I'm dumb. It didn't auto start. It's getting errors trying to boot to the server? I swear to God, this OBS setup is killing me. Why are you not connecting? Did something happen? Yeah. An unexpected error occurred when trying to connect to the server. More information in the log file. Log files. Your current log. And Encoder vertical has no media set. Vertical canvas stream stop error. Start output, YouTube output with multi-stream advanced settings. OBS encoder initialize internal. Encoder vertical canvas video encoder has no media set. For God's sake. Give me a second. Also, welcome in, Sin. Sorry. A lot of issues happening at the same time. And yeah, my brain is a bit overloaded. Trying to think. Because this should be fine. Vertical camera, vertical. That's not it. Where is the thing that defines the canvas? Use main OBS settings, please. Video bitrate, that should be fine. Recording, streaming. I really don't know why it's giving issues on the YouTube side. Yeah. Let me do it like this. I'm gonna delete the live stream on YouTube and create it again. See if it's basically your mic sounds off compared to Discord. It's because of I have some filters running on OBS specifically. If I go into, where is it? Here, filters. I have like noise suppression, I have gain, I have a limiter, and I have a compressor. Maybe if I take off the compressor, it sounds a bit similar. Let me see. Yeah. Now it should sound almost the same as Discord, if I'm not mistaken. I just had a compressor on top of everything. Don't remember the exact reason. But I think everything else should be fine. So, apparently I can't use the new functionality from Twitch because I'm already streaming to YouTube vertically, and the whole enhanced broadcasting feature basically makes my OBS shit itself. So yeah, that's very fun and good to know. Okay, let's start. Public, done. Let's see if I can now do this. At least now everything seems to be working fine. EP. Yep. Still an error trying to stream to YouTube. I give up. No YouTube stream today, apparently. Today is Twitch only. Okay. Good to know. Since my OBS doesn't want to cooperate with me, it is what it is. Okay, so capping off on today, what I've been doing these last like 3 days, I think. Last stream was 4 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of interesting stuff. Let me open up one of them, which is the Pokemon Red playthrough AI for Tulip and Daisy. They should eventually be able to be integrated into this. I just need to finish off a few parts regarding the orchestrator that will then communicate with them. Because right now the only thing this does is, if I try to run, let me see. Also, let me mute off the music. Oh, hey, Trevor. Didn't expect such an early class. Yeah, it's to compensate not having streamed the last like 3 days or something. But yeah, I also added some music now. We are listening to some lo-fi, which is good. But yeah, I decided to start the stream early because I have a lot to show everyone. And I have some work to do with one of my older games that I need to do maintenance on. So yeah, let's just say that early stream, and I might stream at night as well, but let's see. Because at around, like, I would say in 3 hours, give or take, I need to leave because I need to go have my allergy shot. So yeah, I won't be able to stream obviously because it will be I'll take the allergy shot and take dinner. So yeah, don't have much time there. At night I might stream, depends. So yeah, but yeah, one of the things I need to show off first is this. So if I run python.main.py, it opens up PyBoy with Pokemon Red. Right now, nothing different, right? If I go here and open a specific page that I have, look at this. It shows my party. I can even show that it's right. So if I go here, Pokemon, we start off with a level 17 Charmeleon at 36 out of 49 HP. Then we have a PG, a Nidoran male that's called Test, Nidoran female, Kakuna, and Sparky the Pikachu. So everything is synced. If, for example, I leave this and just go, where is it? Apologies. Let me just go to Pokemon Center and show like putting a Pokemon in the box. If I go here. Oh, you guys might not be able to see that well because there's stuff in the way of the UI. Let me put it like here more at the center so it's more visible. Yeah, now it's looking fine. Also, let me now try it. Yeah. Okay, it still gives me the can start stream error. Okay, it's fine. If I go here and say deposit, let's say a Pidgey, it automatically removed the Pidgey from the overlay. Oops, I didn't mean to do this. I'm still getting the hang of the UI and I pressed X by mistake. But yeah, if I now go back here. Oh, it reset the state completely. Yeah. I need to make sure this doesn't happen when we stream the Pokemon Red playthrough with Tulip and Daisy. Yeah. But yeah, overall, the UI is already mapped, so I can put it as an overlay. And yeah, let's see how things go. Give it a second. Me, actually. but who's counting? But yeah, this was the first thing. Second thing, we have System Invaders. Remember, I talked about this game like on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Um, this game has an issue. The leaderboard at the moment doesn't work because I took off the API that handles the leaderboard. So most of the data got lost when I basically did some migrations back then, and yeah, I need to essentially redo the whole API system. So I've been researching. I was looking at PlayFab, but PlayFab, you have to pay once you get to a certain specific number of players. And there's a self-hosted version. Well, not actually a self-hosted version of PlayFab, but of a similar-looking API called Nakama. And with this, I can basically do a leaderboard, storage, I can do everything. Oh no. I mean, it's actually true. Let me just test something. Give me a second, I'm gonna try something. Let me switch the stream key on one of the streams and see if it kind of does something. Okay, why can't I configure? Hmm. Except Tulip. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Fair enough. So, essentially, I'm gonna use this API to act as the leaderboard for System Invaders and later on, like, save files and everything like that, because System Invaders will not be complete yet. Yesterday at night, I was like laying in bed and I was thinking, System Invaders kind of has a boring gameplay loop, doesn't it? How can I improve it? I instantly got remembered of like a game that can also be played infinitely, meaning runs don't have a specific like length per se, called Jetpack Joyriders. One of the games I maybe play the most out of all of them that are like infinite scrollers. And essentially I like started playing it again, started analyzing what made it fun and everything. And one of the things I came up with was, first off, we make a storefront on the game where you collect the in-game money and whatever you don't use carries over onto the main menu where you can basically buy skins, buy music and SFX packs, themes and wallpapers, power-ups, upgrade your power-ups, everything like that. Sure. Then on the monetization part, one thing I had already considered since this is going on Android is having runs, but with the caveat that yikes. Good reference to one of my recent shorts where Tulip apparently learned how to clap. But yeah, what I was thinking regarding monetization of the game would be on Android, it will be a free game with ads, and you'll have the option to remove the ads for $2.99, I guess. Like, and then you'd have like certain specific things you'd redeem with that. Would be a whole thing. This inspired by many other games that do the same type of model. Like the only part you'd show ads is if the player chooses to view the ads, say for example for extra perks like a specific skin or something like that, or at the end of a run. But at the end of the run, I'm gonna evaluate because I might make it at the end of every 3 runs or something like that. Don't worry, Professor, I'm wearing my helmet today. At least that. Because, golly, both of them are going with the pipes today. But yeah, I also am going to collect like feedback from the community to see if it's a good step to take. Since Android is not the best to sell games at full price, it's best to do a free model with ads and the option to remove the ads embedded into it as a microtransaction, one-time single purchase. And yeah, that's basically it from my research into games like that. Sounds like a good plan. Great, then. Because yeah, I can see the replayability once I start implementing new things like skins, able to purchase with coins, things like those that add a bit of extra flair. Maybe achievements. You collected all the skins, here's an achievement. You collected all the SFX packs, here's an achievement. You reached a certain horde level, or what did I call it? Wave? Yeah, you reached a certain wave. You defeated your first boss. Like, putting actual achievements into the game. That's also going to increase replayability because players will try to fully complete the game and get all the achievements. And yeah, I'd say that's basically it. There's also level up rewards like think of a game pass, but without the actual having to purchase the pass. You just like start unlocking skins and other things by leveling up your account. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, at least from what I did some research on. And this one is the maybe the one I can finish faster. So yeah. Yeah. Did you though? Um, Let me just see. Let me just commit everything I already have, just in case, so I don't lose anything. But yeah, I've already configured add mob. I still need to basically configure everything else. But we also have already the achievement manager that I coded back then. This one is hard coded, but I should be able to code platform specific achievements and have them be cross platform. So you're playing on Itch. Itch doesn't have an inherent achievement manager, but I can code one. If I'm not mistaken, Nakama also has achievements or has some sort of way for me to code achievements. I'd say if I use the storage belonging to the user, I should be able to basically code an achievement into the save file itself. And yeah, basically when the user logs into a different device, it synchronizes automatically and carries over all the data. So that achievement keeps unlocked. Skins and everything the user has bought will also be in the save file, so they'll just appear and synchronize across devices. So yeah, I don't see a way this can basically not make the game better. Only thing is, it's gonna be quite extensive for me to implement. Because there's a lot of things I need to essentially get started on. And that's the goal of at least part of the stream today. I know I had said that I'd be working on Code Tulip, but let's put it on the back burner a bit for now. Let me just at least finish the leaderboard part, so players can at least put the leaderboard again. And after that, maybe I'll go back to Code Tulip. In the background, I'll start basically planning the future version of System Invaders. And yeah, hey, Oceanis fan. Possibly. Hmm. Let me do something. To build from source, what do you need? Oh, it's just .NET build. Oh, perfect, then. I can just do this instead. This way I can guarantee I always have the updated version of it. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go into my development disk. But yeah, Oceanis fan, sorry. Welcome on in. How are you today? Let me create a folder called libraries. And in here, I'm just gonna clone, git clone, and nakama.net. I know there's a package specific for Unity and one for Godot, but I prefer to code it myself, just so I can basically make it a bit smaller, I'd say. Let me go into nakama.net, .net build, and this should work out of the gate. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, I need to define that it's this project specifically. Otherwise it will build the both of them. Okay. There we go. We have the .NET Standard 2.1 and the 4.6 Framework 4.6 version. Huh. That's new. Okay. I only did the .NET Standard 2.1 version, since Unity supports net standards. So yeah. I go into Game Dev, System Invaders, Assets. I should have a Libraries folder. Actually, I don't, because it's called Plugins. Let's say Nakama. Okay. Runtime error with confetti. Ah, funny enough. I should make runtime errors that just pop confetti or something like that. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, Tulip crashes and all you see is like confetti popping up. Maybe one day. Maybe. Okay, just let Unity like load everything. And yes, this is running Unity because at the time I was still mainly using Unity. This was for a game jam. I had the most experience in Unity at the time, and I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna go with Unity. Make like a game in 1 week and a half. And yeah, basically this. Hence why the code is also scattered everywhere. I haven't had time to organize the project itself. So yeah, okay. Nakama should be loaded. Let's then create something called the... What are you actually installing on Unity? I was installing a library that will allow me to interact with this API. It's called Nakama. It's essentially for me to manage users, leaderboards, chat messages, matches, basically the networking part of the game. I can manage from here. It ends up being easier. So yeah, I can even eventually store in here user files. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Synchronization issue? When did this happen? Never mind. I'm sure it's fine. Daisy was on it. I hope. Let me see, create empty. I want I'm gonna call it a networking manager. Or a network manager, something like that. Just in case. Okay. Network manager, create script. Huh? The what? Yes, behavior. Behavior. Did I not create the instance behavior? Oh, I have it. It's in my... Why did I call it toolbox? Wait, is this running my old version of that library I had for Unity? Is it running that old version? Oh yeah, it is. This is my old package that I had for all my projects that I just load from Git, and it would have all my stuff in. Huh. Who would have guessed? Okay, good to know. So, actually, let me have void start, because I am gonna need it. Talk about the trip down memory lane, isn't it? Because I don't use it nowadays because, one, I moved to Godot, two, I moved most of my code into a library in .NET, so... Although instant behavior is not part of it because it's a Unity specific one. Ah, yes. Good to know, good to know. So, how do I create stuff? First I need to essentially define this. I'm gonna put this here. And you're not gonna be consts. You're gonna be private on everyone. And serialize fields so I can manage them. Your machine is going to be nakama.megaleo.dev. It's an HTTPS scheme, if I'm not mistaken. Your stream title says that you're coding in Godot. Still a mistake. Let's build games. I'm just gonna put let's build games. Just so I don't have to edit it all the time. Is it better? But yeah. Where was I? Oh, doing this. Yeah. So now I just specify that I'm gonna create a new client. Our client. I'm just doing maintenance for now, Epoch, but it's gonna be the third project, yes. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know. I know what you're gonna say. Seems Tulip isn't the only one Who mislabels things? Where do you think she got it from? Private client. Client, just like this. Gonna make it like so, and rename these variables. Since I like to have my privates saying underscore. That sounds dirty. Oh well, what's that said? Okay. I like to have my private variables declared with an underscore before. Oh, thank you for the 7 stream streak, Apoc. Welcome on in. You're worse than me. What can I say? Oh yeah, Apoc, I didn't show you this. Let's see. Let me open Python again. Just for a bit. You see this? Normal file. Let me open with this one. Because this one has Pokemon. Yeah. Okay. There was a tiny mistake that I did on stream where I loaded in a previous memory, so yeah. It kind of borked the file I had. But yeah, if I go here... did I close the file? Give me a second. This PC, development, software dev, Pokemon Red playthrough, overlay, index. There we go. Look at this. It loads from memory what team I have. Also the badges. And it gets this via WebSocket from Python. Yeah. This is the first step for me to prepare the Pokemon Red playthrough for Tulip and Daisy. Let me show it like this. These are sprites that I got from the Pokemon Red, what was it called? The decompile from Pokemon Red, that project on GitHub. I basically got the sprites from there. I eliminated the background because they had a white background. And essentially, I drew this Pokeball looking thing here. Just say this is my party. It loads in what HP they're on, what is the level, and what's the nickname. And then uses the species to get the sprite. Yeah. This was very fun to code, not gonna lie. Like, I had to essentially build a JSON file that had all the memory addresses. And in some cases, I had to create new types to basically say, okay, from here, you're gonna read 2 memory addresses instead of just 1. They're both integers, so you're gonna load this. Because the health... Did the stream crash? Flashbacks. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Essentially, since the like HP bytes are divided into multiple memory addresses, I had to essentially find a way to load them all in one single variable, basically. I won't spend 2 days because I misremembered docs and deserialized wrong. Holy. Oh boy. The what now? Um, what did I just hear? Tulip, have you been writing a romantic fanfic about Jafar from Disney's Aladdin while I wasn't looking? I swear to God. These 2 are the death of me. Oh! And again, I keep forgetting I need to put this as a a system variable or something like that. For God's sake, I keep forgetting this. Tulip, have you been writing a romantic fanfic about Jafar from Disney's Aladdin while I wasn't looking? Let's see if it got it correctly. It should be. Someone has a crush on a Disney villain. Apparently, out of all of them, Jafar. Who would have guessed? Is still thinking. Doesn't appear so. Did she choose to ignore me? Oh, there she goes. The... Huh? Hello? Oh, yeah. For some reason, her voice, when she panics, she moans for some reason. I never found out why. I think the voice model is broken. Huh? Hey Tulip, can you explain that one better? Thank you. What in what now? Mm-hmm. Give me a second. I need to remember something. Iago. Oh, the birds! Okay, yeah, now I remember. Why is... I'm not gonna further question the thing. I don't know how she went from microservices into threading. Yeah. I think it's best for our mental sanity to not even question any more about this. Cause, yeah. Tulip just fried my brain on that one. Ayo. Wrong character, that's the genie. Yada yada does it. But yeah, Epoch, sometimes Tulip will moan because something with 11 Labs on her voice specifically makes her moan whenever she writes panicking. Why that is, I have no clue. I think they didn't train the voice correctly on that one. Well, Jafar did get put in a lamp at the end of the first movie. Yeah. First. You mean to tell me there's a second movie? There's a Return of Jafar. And I never saw it. 3! I only watched the first. I had no knowledge of 3. Holy, what's the third one? Aladdin and the King of Thieves. I have no recollection of this. And this is a movie as old as me. Apparently. Direct to video. That might be it. I don't know. Because, like, I remember watching Aladdin on Disney Channel. I don't remember Return of Jafar. And I don't remember The King of Thieves. 1994. I don't know why. Disney Channel here never broadcast this one, I think. Huh. Consider me taught on something. Well, I be damned. Then, does the genie return? Cause the genie is free. Is he... I don't remember much of a plot of Aladdin, honestly. It's been a while. I should rewatch these old Disney movies, shouldn't I? Oh well, eventually. Let me see. I was on the middle of doing this. So I created basically the client. Let's see how the leaderboard works. I'm gonna create a private IEnumerator for post to leaderboard async. I prefer using IEnumerators because I basically am used to them. Be honest, I still have. She already has a Kuryuki Hime poster from World. I still need to draw a toaster in the room, and now you want me to draw a poster of Jafar? Yada yada. Okay, but yeah, in Unity I'm more used to doing IEnumerators for coroutines. Most of the times I've tried to implement async and tasks. Let's just say Unity decided to crash on me, so not a good experience with them. For now, I'm just gonna stick with this so I can do a fast implementation. And yeah. What does my current leaderboard code use? Leaderboard, leaderboard form entry request. Oh, you use JSON. Of course you do. Should be just a username and essentially okay, username, time, and waves at the moment. And when was it reported at? Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's a leaderboard entry. Okay, I can just pass this. Are you doodling, Jafar? uh, good God. Okay. Leaderboard. Right, leaderboard. Record async. Okay, I need to figure out how this work. So, leaderboard ID, the score would be the time, maybe. Session, I'll need to log in a user. That's gonna be complicated because of itch. Since I kind of didn't want to force users to log in to System Invaders for this, but from the looks of it, I'm gonna have to implement login and registration because they need to have an active session before they can post. So yeah, that's gonna be complicated. I mean, might not be the first game on itch that has login, so I don't think it's gonna be that. How should I say it? It's not gonna be that problematic, I think. Just don't let Tulip know that there are AI versions of Jafar. Who knows what she'd do with them. uh, okay, we need the leaderboard ID. Let me see on my side. Ah. Okay, let's try something. First, I'm gonna do the login part. Private IEnumerator. Login async. String username, string password. I think that's all that's required. And we're gonna grab the code from here. Oh, it's email, not username. Okay, email. I'm gonna guess you can eventually change to username. You can have a username. You just need to authenticate with an email. Okay, I don't see that as a problem, honestly. Upgrading him? As in making him be in love with you? Ah. Private session. Session. If session multiple null. We're gonna put in. Gonna write something like, oh, yeah. Just need to do this, and here I start a coroutine. Log in async email and password. Oh. For now, I'm just gonna put in here a temporary one. Let's test. And in here, test 1, 2, 3. This is just to test that login works. Okay, here. I need to find a way to return and await. I think there's a way. Give me a second. I don't remember the specific code. I know there's a way. Unity C#. IEnumerator await task. Use a sync method in coroutine. Yield return. Is it just that? Okay, I can try to implement it like this, if it's better. Yield return as IEnumerator. Yeah. This should work better. Let me see. If I go in here and say, I'm going to create a method extensions folder. And say it's going to be a wait a second, task extensions. Okay, public static IEnumerator. Let's suppose this as IEnumerator. Okay, for some reason I now have to specify this. Using assets, method extensions. Okay, that works. Parse session equals this. Oh, but now I can't assign it. I need to do it in a different way. Give me a second. The as enumerator is not here. It's gonna be here. Yield return new task. That's dot run. Let me import system threading's task. I'm gonna run this code that I'm gonna define inside of this. Okay. And you're gonna await. Here it's an async. Wait, does this work automatically? Just in case, because I'm not confident on that one. Because Unity can be a bit finicky with tasks, just in case. We're gonna do this. Can I do error handling now on this one? Because supposedly authenticate only returns a session. If session dot create time, expire time. You know what, for now, let's just do it like this and see what happens. This code, I'm just gonna do this. And let me see, there's a variety of ways to authenticate with the server. Authentication can create a user if they don't already exist with those credentials. It's also easy to authenticate with a social profile from Google Play Games, Facebook, Game Center, etc. Okay, so I don't have to use two different methods for registration and login. The same one works for both ways. Okay, only issue is I don't have a way to set the username. Oh, I can set the username. It's just that it enforces the email. So what I could do is still have the two different methods. They just basically are the same code fundamentally. You just do this and you pass in a username, pass in a display name, and then I just feed into this. Create true, yeah. Oh, okay, you just need the username. You don't use the display name. Okay. Essentially, this will hypothetically create a user called Omega Leo. If my theory is correct and it's pointing to the right place. Let's see. Because yeah, I haven't tested the API outside of my basically local network because it's running on my server. So yeah, let's see. This will now start, create the client, and well, I don't see any errors, so in theory, I should have a user here. Actually, I don't. I have this one, but this one was the test user that it created. Let me see. Touch to Unity. Are you gonna throw any errors or something? Because I've never basically used this library, so everything is new to me. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Okay. Oh, you might have still be doing that. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, timed out. Request timed out after 15 seconds. Okay. That makes sense. Wait, what did I miss, Traveler? What were you trying to make them say? Because I only now saw the messages. Silly me. Let's see, I'm gonna close this. Okay. In here. Wait, I can access from here. Yeah. Is it because I don't have a server key? What exactly is the server key in here? Server key. Because yeah, you don't specify what the heck a server key is. And I don't know what it is. Because that might be a very specific thing that I need to configure. Configuration. Do I have something like a server key here? Signing key, default signing key. That needs to be configured. Runtime HTTP key. Gonna guess. Yeah, default key. Gonna guess it should be fine. Might not be reaching. Oh, because the port. Yeah, that's it. Might be because of the port. Because I allocate this as port 80. So Cloudflare might have, Cloudflare might be the one that's basically allocating it to port 80, and yeah. Okay, that's a bit different of an error. Let me just do something. I need to take off the freaking ahoge. Because I don't know why it manages to activate by itself when it should be disabled. I don't know if there's a specific gesture or something like that that I'm hitting by mistake. But it shouldn't. The freaking ahoge is the most annoying thing on my model. Because it activates by itself. I've also seen the hoodie activating by itself by mistake, which is also fun. Okay. This should be fine now. TLS verify. Okay, you can't verify the TLS. That's fine. If I put HTTP normally, do you work? Well, I don't see an error message so far. Did you create a user? You did. Okay. So, that's basically it. I can then customize the display name. I can build like a specific front end for this. Now that I think about it. Where users log in, they basically choose the avatar, they choose the display name. I'm not gonna leave location and time zone, just because that's mostly private information, and yeah, I kind of don't want to leave it there. I'm gonna add this, the option to link with basically Google Play and Steam, so it can essentially cross login or whatever. Friends. I think I'm not gonna put a friend system. This as well. The wallet, I don't think you need. Subscription, storage. Okay. Besides that, everything seems to be looking okay, so yeah, we managed the login. So now, in here, if session not equal null, I'm gonna post to the leaderboard. No. Client. Right, leaderboard to record async entry dot. Oh wait, here it's the session. leaderboard ID, I'm gonna put as system invaders. The score is gonna be entry.waves. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put waves first and then entry.time. Why is int? Oh, because you're a string. I didn't expect this one. How do you report the time then? I'm gonna check eventually. Metadata, I don't think I'm gonna put any for now. Let me go check in leaderboard form. Okay, game manager instance elapsed time. Why is elapsed time a string? Oh, because I'm using this. Because I'm converting this to a... Yeah, I get it, I get it. Let me do some changes. Public long elapsed time value, something like that, just so I can identify which is which. Dot total total milliseconds or total seconds. Okay, it's a double in this case. I can just convert it to a long and see how it goes. I know I'm brute forcing a lot of things. I know. Here it's elapsed time value. And I'm gonna convert this into long. Just so I can then come in here and say, yeah, you're fine. Yield, return this as IEnumerator. And what you're gonna do is, in the leaderboard form, I'm just gonna say, not gonna use this. This is going to be deprecated. You can use network manager dot instance dot post leaderboard. Did I not put the method as? Yeah, I put it as private public. U3 are public. Now it should work. Post to leaderboard async the leaderboard entry, and all of this is going to be start routine. Okay, hypothetically it should work. The only thing is it requires a login, but besides that it should be outputting to the leaderboard without any issues. Okay. Let's like make it. Okay, now just in case, I'm gonna say the player health is gonna be 1. Okay, I forgot to turn this off. This is basically the ads that show at the end of a run. My bad. Oh, and the leaderboard doesn't open. Okay, that's interesting. Am I building for Android? Yeah, that's why it appeared. Yeah, now I see. For now, I'm gonna leave it at Android, because that was a good test to see what's happening. Now, Let me see why this isn't opening. Game over. Oh, because you're not doing it on Android. Suffice to say. That was a silly mistake for me. Okay. Oh, but it should open. Wait a minute. Why did this not open? I'm gonna put it as like this, so I can hit the breakpoint here. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the way I did the HUD manager. Yeah, now I see, now I see. Open leaderboard window, fetch leaderboard, set active. Leaderboard window, initialize leaderboard. This silly goose forgot how his own code worked before. Yeah. Now I see. Now I see clear as day. Yeah. Okay, leaderboard manager is fetch leaderboard. This should be call API. Yeah, that's not how it's gonna be. Gonna go into network manager. And I'm gonna say public actually, how do I do a return on this one? Oh, IEnumerable. That might work. If I do it like this, get leaderboard async. Our leaderboard equals client dot leaderboard. This leaderboard records async. You're gonna still need the session, and you're gonna need leaderboard ID. Instead of having this variable as a key here, like a string, I'm gonna say leaderboard ID. Serialize field private string. Leaderboard ID equals this. Okay. And from here, you basically, okay, first you need an await. Does it not work with IEnumerables? The await operator can only be used within an async method. Consider marking this method with the async modifier. Fair enough, I know a way to get around this. Gonna mark this as a task leaderboard. IAPI leaderboard request record list. IAPI leaderboard record list. What's the... Hold up. I'm gonna guess it's this one. Get leaderboard async. Okay, and this is your leaderboard technically. For now, I'm just gonna return. Okay, what's your issue? Wait operator can... Oh, you're not an async. That's why. So hypothetically, it should be working. I'm gonna guess that yes. So now I'm gonna go into leaderboard. Where are you? Leaderboard window? No. Leaderboard instance leaderboard. Okay, the manager. You're gonna go and do task. Or fetch. It's going to be task.run. We're going to do a task to first obtain the leaderboard. Equals network manager.instance.get leaderboard async. It's going to be an await, and you're going to be async. Okay, then with this, and you need to be you need to call a routine for this. Private. I know, messy code, I know. Fetch leaderboard routine. Do this as IEnumerator. Yield return like so. And you're gonna do what your code was doing before. Because I, by mistake, deleted it. Leaderboard manager, this. Unfinished evoke. Oh, I pass an unfinished there. I see. Leaderboard.select entry. Oh, because I was using JSON. Yeah. That makes sense. Leaderboard equals leaderboard.select. Is it the records? Yeah. Select L dot is going to be equal to new leaderboard entry, where the entry username is equal to, do I get the username from here? I don't, but that's fine. I don't need, actually I need the username. Username equals L dot username, okay, it exists there. The time is going to be L dot subscore dot new time span, where I pass in, or is it time span from from seconds? L dot subscore, and try to convert it to a double. Can convert type string to double. You get converted into a string when I return you. Huh. Okay. Double dot parse this. To build this, then in the leaderboard, it's gonna be fun. Let me see. Because, yeah, you technically are a long. Then I have to display as a time span. Long.parse this. Waves, it's going to be L.score as int.parse. And you are going to be as to list. There we go. Report to that. L dot calm down Unity. Create time. You are a date time and you are date time dot parse. This should be fine. Hypothetically. Oh, and I missed the net break. I was so in thought with this that I missed that the ad break was starting and just finished. Yippee. Okay. So now we get this. Just say start routine, fetch leaderboard routine. That's the on finish. Just in case. Action on finish. It's null. On finish. Invoke. Okay, and here it's going to be a bit different. I think the add to leaderboard is no longer being used, actually. That would be here. I no longer care about this. So I'm even going to remove it. And you're just going to submit automatically. Because, yeah, you don't have any reason to open this anymore. I can just create this and say wherever you are calling, whatever opens the leaderboard form, instead of this, we're just gonna say this no longer exists. You're gonna say first this, and then this. Even do something like, I'm gonna say action on finish. It's null. On finish. Invoke. So now if I go back here, I can just say at the end of that, oh, not here, here. At the end of that, call this. And let me see where this is being called. Open leaderboard form. Okay. Submit leaderboard. Submit to leaderboard. Same here. Okay. Creates the entry, posts, and then fetches all of the leaderboards. So now it should be working properly. The only other thing the leaderboard form was doing is this open leaderboard window, which I'm gonna say is gonna be the action for this one. Bit of a mess, but should be working. I really hope this works now, because what a mess. Okay. Just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna say the player health is gonna be 1. Okay, it opens this interstitial ad. Leaderboard not found. Okay. So because the leaderboard is not found, it can't post to it. If I'm not mistaken. That's an issue. Let me just see the exact line. Red leaderboard, yeah. How do I create a leaderboard? Nakama create leaderboard. Leaderboard object, iterative, sort order, operators, leaderboard records. Yeah, but how create a leaderboard? Bingo. Leaderboard can be created via server-side code at startup or within a registered function. You don't say. Can register functions in your runtime code to be called when certain events occur. Oh. I see, I see. This is gonna be complicated, isn't it? Because, yeah, I can't create a leaderboard from here. Runtime modules, user management status. This honestly is a bit confusing, not gonna lie. Creating event leaderboards with Nakama and Hero. Bucketed leaderboards using Nakama server time. Uh-huh. Implementation using Go. Oh. This honestly is a very complicated implementation of how this should work. Uh-huh. Give me a simpler introduction on how this can work. Deep dive leaderboards. Is it one of those Medium articles that basically at a given point you can't read anymore? Doesn't appear so. Okay. I need the actual code that's going to run this. Schedule function to be executed which can do something with the leaderboard, including distributing rewards and or resetting it. How to not create buckets. There's a guide called Bucketed Leaderboards where they guide you through how to make a terrible bucket leaderboard system. However, I'll be honest, while the guide gets an F-, it did answer some questions. Yeah, luckily I have all the answers, blah 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 blah. Funk update ratings. Oh, for God's sake, this is going to be a bigger headache than I was expecting. Why not give the ability to... Okay, set up leaderboards.lua. Use any string as ID. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. Luckily, oh, I'm not in the server yet. SSH 92.168.0.26. CD Nakama Nano setup leaderboards dot lua. Shift V. Use any string as an ID. I'm just gonna say system invaders. Actually, how would the authentication part slash verification part work? Because I don't have like an API key to define that, yeah, this is me that's trying to put on the leaderboard. Because right now anyone can just submit data into the leaderboard. Reset nil, metadata, leaderboard create, desk reset metadata false. Okay. Can I just basically restart this? If I restart the Docker, will it work? Docker compose down app/d. I don't think so. I think it doesn't get the actual file itself unless I define it. Yeah, I don't see anything in here. Yeah. Concepts leaderboards.md. Oh, archived by owner. Okay. Setting up the leaderboard, etc., etc., etc. Adding to the leaderboard. This function takes in several parameters. Set schedule, which is a current expression, metadata. Yeah, you give me this. Supposedly, I should have one from here. I should be able to create one. Client dot authenticate create like list leaderboard records async. I can only write and delete and also list. Okay. Is it related to Nakama console? Because there was that. You do have something called a console, don't you? Doesn't appear so. Now it... Oh, it's in here. Console client. API response, etc. Add groups. Leaderboard. Represents a complete leaderboard record. Okay, leaderboard ID. Do you have something like create? You don't. I also can't do it from the API. Because there's nothing for it. So I need to find a way to run that Lua script. My question is, how? Run Lua script. Lua runtime. Develop code, yada yada yada. Restriction compatibility. Here's the client. Do you have a specific folder where I have to put this? When custom logic written in Lua, this is useful to implement game code you would not want to run on the client. Think of this Nakama feature as similar to Lambda or Cloud functions. Like when writing your server logic in Go or TypeScript, there is no toolchain or other setup needed when writing your code in Lua. Lua is a powerful embedded blah blah. First, you begin create a new folder for your project and open it in an editor of your choice. Start by creating a new folder called modules. Okay. So I need to go into the specific folder. In my storage 2, I should have something called Nakama. I'm going to call it modules. And I'm going to move setup Leaderboard load to media storage 2, Nakama modules. So now I should have access to it here. I do. Okay, good. Nano Docker Compose YAML. Media storage 2. Where? Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, Hoge activated itself again for some reason. Also, let me drink some water because I'm feeling a dry throat. So give me a second. Okay, this is not here. If it would be somewhere, it would be here. Restart depends on volumes. Nakama data. Oh, this is in the wrong folder. Because this is for Postgres. Let me just say this is going to be Nakama dash data. Okay, now it kind of makes sense. Media storage 2. Nakama dash data. First it's the Nakama folder. I don't go with the configuration, that's why. Restrictions, blah blah. Error handling. Run the project. Can use Docker with the compose file. Yada yada. Prerequisites. Okay. Exactly, this is what I saw. Configuration. Nakama reads settings from a YAML configuration file. If no file is supplied, Nakama starts with built-in defaults. Start with server configuration guides. Yada yada yada. When running in Docker, mount the file into the Nakama container. Reference it. Okay. Do you have a modules pass or something like that? Runtime modules, yeah. Runtime pass. Data-dir modules. Okay. The modules folder should exist. It's just not that well created. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah, you don't have anything like that here. I mean, you have that modules folder, which is empty. And now that explains a lot. Okay. Docker compose down app/d. Okay. Okay. And now, if I go inside of this, I have the modules folder. Now I should be able to just paste it in here. Second. Nobody's seeing this command. -2, Nakama, and -r. Okay, now I should be able to access it. Or to at least do this. Yeah. Okay, now supposedly you should have runtime modules. Or I have to first reset you. Let's see, containers, Nakama, restart. You. Okay, it might be taking a bit longer. Give it a second. Function leaderboard create. Okay, but we are getting somewhere. Because now it's getting an error. Failed initializing runtime models. Bad argument. And number 2 to leaderboard create. Stack track back. Okay, but now I can at least go in here and open it with code, and I can essentially edit whatever is being done here. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Setting up the leaderboard. This is in TypeScript. Might be using a older version. Okay, authoritative. Okay, so it should have something like... Oh, where am I trying to edit? I can edit from here. Should have a false. First, sort orders, core operator. Should have something like this. Tutorials. Do you have something in Lua? Oh, keep pressing that button instead of this one. Event leaderboards enable fur, blah blah. Nakama create bucket of leaderboards. Okay. This is a tournament, generate user. Oh yeah, that's a different one. Custom leaderboards. Okay, but this is TypeScript. Why do you not have things for Lua? Lua runtime. Swear to God that this documentation is quite complicated to navigate, not gonna lie. Leaderboards. Oh, and it's heavy as heck. Leaderboard create. Okay. I have something here. Hey, Edis. Okay, so we do this. Best reset. We should not have a reset. Okay, reset should be nil. And yeah. Oh, do not delete the MK, please. Okay. You should not have any metadata. Nil. Enable ranks false. My question is recently came out of the closet. I heard some other things too. Oh, interesting. Okay, let me see. Now I... Oh, now it started up. Must have been as soon as I fixed it. Okay. You now have a setup leaderboards. Okay. And you now have a leaderboard. Okay, this is getting good. So now if I paste this here, do a simple code. Compensating for not having any streams this week. Let me see. Because right now, it should work. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, score a few points. Give me a second. Sorry about that. It was because of an interview. I'm gonna move to the technical phase soon. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let me just do something here. I'm gonna stream for maybe another hour, give or take, because eventually I will need to leave because I need to go take the allergy shot. I will hydrate. Give me a second. Okay. It opened. Why are you building other games? Because I have more games than just one. Okay, close that. I don't know why it's not leaderboard not found, but it should. Oh, because I edited the ID from here. Never mind. I is dum dum. Should be from here. Network manager here. Okay, and let me also fix this here so it's correctly configured. Okay, now it should work. This is System Invaders. It's an arcade game, basically. Let's see. What's this new game object? Oh, it's the ad behavior. Okay. Eventually might be on Steam if I get the funding for it, because I'm not gonna pay 100 euros just for it to basically flop or something. But yeah, first I'm gonna publish on Android for free with ads, which is good. I also allow a way to remove ads, so yeah. Let me see. So start. I'm gonna put like player at 1 health on Google Play. Yes. Hence why I'm already preparing and testing this. The Google ad mob. Because this is going to provide the ads. Okay, argument value cannot be null. Parameter name S. Huh. Now you're giving me some interesting errors. Oh, this is in the fetch leaderboard. Okay, this is on my code specifically. Let me see, because, yeah, now this should be working. Did it post to the leaderboard? It did, yeah. Subscore 7. Score 0, yeah. Rank 1, number of scores 1. Expiry time none. Okay, this is amazing. Yeah, it's working. Okay, see you soon, Alice. Let me see. Something in here is not properly working. Let me just... Okay, I'm gonna extract method from this one. Not introduce local. Extract method. Create entry. So that I can see what's being sent from here. But I'd say it's one of these parses here that's screwing up something. If I had to guess, it's this one. But let's see. Do I have a way to open the thing from here? Leaderboard manager, do I have a way to open you? I should. I think it's this one. Value cannot be null. Okay. I have a button to open the leaderboard manager, which is great. L. Okay, you have a create time, that's right. The score is null. Okay, that's why. I can't parse a null here, so l.score.is null or empty. 0 else do that. And same for the subscore. Okay, same for the create time. I don't think there's an issue. Okay. Hypothetically, it should now show without any issues. Hypothetically. Okay. Now if I open the leaderboard, set active can only be called from the main thread when loading a scene. Because I'm using threading. Yeah, now I see. Head manager. Yeah, you're being called from a different scene. That makes sense. Do I have something like a main thread dispatcher? I don't, but I have the code in Night and Dawn because I've used it previously. Because most of the components in Night and Dawn are threaded and they require me to pass in the main thread dispatcher. Let's see if I can just copy one part of it. Session Explorer, main thread. Yeah, here it is. I think it's just this. So I'm gonna have this as like something in here. I'm gonna put it in the event system. Wait, no. Let's put it in the game manager. Main thread dispatcher. Create an ad. Okay. And you're gonna have this. Use system. Yeah. And where you open. Where is it? Sorry about this code that I did back then is quite a mess to navigate. But I see. Main thread dispatcher dot enqueue. This. If everything is correct, it should now dispatch to the main thread instead of trying to do from whatever thread it was trying to do. Okay. Leaderboard. Yep, now it works. 0 waves cleared and 7 on the time. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not doing it correctly here. In the leaderboard window here, it's gonna be, I'm gonna extract this. I'm gonna say var time equals time span dot from seconds this and time, and now it should basically say 0007 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's one part that's done. At least the leaderboard works. Yeah, 000007. Okay, the timer should not continue while I have the pause menu open. I need to do something. Game manager, stopwatch, public void pause, stopwatch dot pause. If I stop and start, does it work? Public void Resume. Stopwatch dot start. Okay. And public void reset timer. I mean, that should be done already. Okay, here it should be stopwatch not reset. And that should do the trick. Now, when I open the pause menu or something, game manager is paused equals true. Okay. Dot pause. Just say, after all, I want this. We no longer use that. Okay. Paused. Goes through. Let me copy this to here. Hit start. It's false. Okay. Here it should be resume. Just did it by mistake. Control H, replace with this. And whenever you're saying false, Control H with this. Okay. Now it should be pausing the timer correctly. Okay. Time is paused, just that the spyware one doesn't stop moving apparently. Okay, this still works. And now the timer continues. Okay, let's just beat a wave. This has been modified to be a bit more forgiving at the start. You have more health. And now it has like a detection system that basically should work. Okay, because now it detects if you're the one that's hitting or it's the enemies that are hitting you. Okay. Okay, now the player should be getting damaged, yeah. Alright. Close ad. Get is playing can only be called SFX Manager. Oh. Yeah, that explains it. 2 waves cleared. 0051. Did it override? Oh, it did. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. So it did overwrite this for some reason. But it doesn't matter, honestly. At least for now, it doesn't. Let me just see. Yeah, 51 seconds. That makes more or less sense. Yeah, 51 seconds. That's fine. But it shouldn't be overriding, I think. Let me close Night and Dawn, and all the code in here that may require you to open and say fetch. When you do whatever to call this, final references here. Yeah, this one needs to be called in main thread dispatcher. Main thread dispatcher in queue. This is a lot of chained code. Okay, HUD manager instance open leaderboard window. Because yeah, now it should essentially do this. And I can skip over a part of that. It's here. No, I basically grabbed one too many at the end. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Guess I was right. So now it posts and then instantly goes get, because it already has fetch leaderboard here. So now it should post the records correctly, show the leaderboard, and yeah, there you go. Press any key to begin. Let's clear a few of these. Okay. Okay, let me just do this. None of these enemies are basically attacking ones, so for now, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, now I have one. So I'm gonna put this at 2. And they start damaging. There we go. 2 waves cleared, 51 seconds. That's fine. Also took 51 seconds again. That makes a lot of sense, but now it opens the leaderboard, which is what I wanted. That's perfect. So, essentially, added Nakama, it's leaderboard, commit all, but what happens if I don't sign in? Because there should be a way for me to do anonymous on this. So I'm gonna remove this, which apparently was constantly trying to register a username. Let me just accept a meeting here. Give me a second. Okay, don't have anything else important. Just need to accept the meeting invite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Ad break is starting. Oh, it's 2 hours in. Huh. Guess it's right. Okay. We essentially removed the sign-in functionality. Let me just see if it didn't create like multiple users of the same accounts. Okay, it has only one. That's good to know. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected it to happen. Nakama, see leaderboard without count. Is there a way? Yes, you can view Nakama leaderboards without logging in by using device authentication or an RPC, remote procedure call, configured for guest anonymous access. You must establish a session, but you cannot automate the process so the user never sees the login screen. Device authentication, configure client to authenticate using the physical device's unique ID. This automatically creates an invisible guest account or logs an anonymous player in so they can request leaderboard data. I can just create a anonymous test.com. I can just do this, and now it will log as anonymous. That way any player can see the leaderboard, and then leave an option to be able to register and log in. So yeah, I think like this. I was going to do something, but now it must have registered the account. Let me see. In here, we do have the anonymous account. I do have this one. Doesn't have any... Huh. If I leave it as empty, what happens? Because now I'm seeing something. I already have one of those accounts created. It's basically the default account. Can I try to log in like that? Is it validating on that side? Okay, password must be at least 8 characters long. Yeah. Although I'm trying to do something different. Start routine. Login async. Technically, I'm trying to log in, not register. So yeah. Let's see. Because that account doesn't have any credentials, so my theory should be that I can just do this. Actually, no, apparently. Okay, so I'm gonna do anonymous test.com, and the password is gonna be... What did I say the password was? Okay, hashtag test123. That's gonna be your login. And if I go in here, should be able to say your display name is going to be like so. Save. And make mine something like that. What happens now? I might be able to even extract display name instead of username. Make it a bit better. Leaderboard, yeah. Still shows up like that, but if I go into here, create entry, instead of this, do you have display name? You actually don't. Okay, I'm gonna just put username. And for now, I'll leave it at that. Leaderboard supposedly now works. I might do a version with it like this. Because yeah, now it basically shows up. It logs in with the anonymous account, so that's fine. I don't think I have access to seeing, yeah, then see passwords, obviously. This is a secure one. Okay, and yeah, I think that's it for now. Feeling a bit tired, and I need to start preparing for basically going to take my allergy shot, so yeah. I'll try to stream later, but I don't know if I can. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I can stream. And yeah, let's go see who to rate. I think Miss Luna Morango is online, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Because I saw she was going to stream. Yeah, she is. So I'm gonna rate Luna Morango. She's playing Pokopia. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I can. Class dismissed.